Hello everyone, it's Nick Lawson with cdc-TakeCharge software, and this is a continuation of our series on building a better desktop for the Microsoft operating system. Today we're going to look at our tape calculator module. Specifically what we're going to look at is how the operands work, the code for that, how to take and edit a tape once it's created, how to convert either the formatting from a whole number value to a currency value, how to change the decimal places, how to take and convert unit of measures from one type to another. Okay, let's build a tape so we can get started. So we got some values, 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 equals, our answer is 24. We entered that, but we realized that this item right here is incorrect. So we select it in the list and click Edit. Pops up a simple dialog. We enter in the value we want, click OK, and our tape is now corrected. Think in terms that if you're taking and doing 10 key on a desktop calculator with a tape, and you go through 50 items and realize you made a mistake on item number 28. Well, you've got to take and find the error, take and re-enter the entire tape to verify that you do in fact balance once you fix the error. Here, you just find the line item, make the change, and your tape total is correct. Very simple. Now we want to convert that from whole numbers to dollar signs. So we click on the dollar sign and we hit recalculate, and now it's dollars. We want to go back to whole numbers. There you go. We want to change the decimal places. So we want to go from 2 to 5 decimals. All right, recalculate. There you go. Now we say we have 34, but 34 what? So we're going to look at our conversion unit, and we're going to say that we are converting half gallons to ounces. We simply select it. It shows you what the conversion method is. In this case, it's multiplying half gallons times 64 to give us ounces. The answer, 2,176. Very simple, very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and take and look at how all this was done. All right, first we're looking at using the plus button on the calculator. Here we're saying that if the line item that we're entering in is blank, we skip to the end because we don't want to create a blank in our tape. Then we do table current, which is the current table for the calculator. Table enter begin. We fill in some header information that we're not discussing right now. Then we assign the operand, which in this case it's a plus. We have numeric answers and we have character answers. First, we use the V line item and convert that to numeric by using the val function. All right, we do the same thing with that answer, which is a running total. Then we take and assign those to variables, and we convert those variables back to strings using our formatting. Here we have V decimal, tells us the number of decimal places that are selected on the calculator, and V format tells us what type of number it is. Is it a whole number or currency? Very simple. When we're done, we end it. That record item, that line item is entered, and then we take and clean up our tape, and we're ready to go on to the next step. Here is where we take and actually recalculate a tape if we're making a change. So we take and point to table current. We fetch first, and then using the while not and the file, we take and do a change begin. We step through our table, we look at each answer that's in the table so far, and we determine what we need to do, and then we take and change the formatting based on the new selection of formatting that we picked. Once we're done, we go to the last record and we do the same thing. Now why did I do that? Well, using the fetch and the file does the conversion on everything except for the last record, so here we're forcing it to do the last record. If that was an array, we would then take and do our last answer plus 1 to make sure that that last answer got committed. But here we're doing it this way. Okay, next, our show tape is actually our unit of measure conversion. Here we use a pop-up menu to take and build our conversion list. Now we have plenty of examples on our blog on how to do that, so I'm going to leave it up to you to go over there and see how that's done. Once it's done, we use an if-else if to take and assign the appropriate conversion value, put in the label, set the right operand, then we go down to convert, which is where we actually run the function that does the work. And basically, we're doing the same thing we do on the onEdit, which is take and build a new record and then assign the values the way we want them to be. Pretty straightforward and pretty simple. Finally, let's look at the last thing where we're editing a line item in the middle of the tape. Here we use a simple dialog. Now, in this dialog, I'm setting the default to 0. You could fetch the record that you're on, grab that value, and write that as your default, which would be a better way to do it, but I didn't do it here because I'm making it simple. Then we take and determine the record number that we're on in our table, which is calc detail. Then we take and fetch first. We go to that record number. We do a table change begin. We assign our new value, which is from the variable xte. And then we take and push our edit button, which is our tape edit right here. And it reruns our calculator from top to bottom and gives us a new total. That's it, folks. It's all very simple and easy to do. Now, if you want to take and see that explanation in detail, I encourage you to go over to our blog at cdc-TakeCharge.wordpress.com, and you'll be able to read it out and see it all there and use it if you want to. All the code will be there for you to use. Thanks a lot for stopping by, folks, and I hope to see you again on our next lesson. Have a great day.